Okay, so the first step, changing one of these. I've done this so many times before. The rear is a lot harder, or the front is a lot harder than the rear, I can tell you that. The rear you need a spring compressor. Pretty straightforward. Rip the tire off, or you could do it the old-fashioned way and rip it off there with the tire iron. We have the technology, why not use it? These tires sure are done. Wearing on the inside here. Yep. Okay, so anyway, I lowered my exhaust at the time because it was easier with it out of the way. So I just lowered it and let it hung on the rear axle. Now, this isn't easy by any means when you're dealing with the shock absorber. There's a nut on top of this, on the very top, and it's very hard to get at. I've noticed a 12 or 13 millimeter stubby will likely do the trick. I had to actually get a buddy of mine to give me a hand because it was a real pain in the ass. So next, take another floor jack. Now, some people might say jack up from the differential. I prefer doing it one side at a time. That's just me. Seems a lot easier. Right under the control arm bushing there. Take up a little bit of slack, not too much. Take your impact, 3/4 inch, right there, just like that, and then pull your shock absorber out. This can take some muscle too at times. Now's the time where you can lower your jack as far as needed and take your coil spring out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let it down slow. Just enough that you can grab your coil spring and get it out. This one's already busted, so I just threw it back in there because I needed something to hold the car up at the time. Straightforward. You have plenty of room to get your new coil spring in there. I was wondering why the car was making all those knocking noises all those miles. Now I know why. Lesson learned. So now when you're doing a whole complete suspension system on a car, like a Chevy Caprice or an Oldsmobile Delta 88 or whatever, be prepared to spend at least $100 on the shock absorbers and at least $250 on the coil springs. Now if you get somebody to do this at a garage, expect to pay at least $500 for a whole complete walk around of the car. That concludes it. Have a nice evening, everybody.